I want you guys to look at the information with open eyes. Do not go around, and I'm going to give you grace. I am going to give you grace because I know sometimes hearing something like this can be difficult to, get in the brain that, oh, I really like these people. I love the method. I love how my hair looks. I love how my shape is shaping. And if that's what you love and you appreciate that, keep doing the cuts that you're doing. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to share with you guys my experience of hair webbing, split ends, and Velcro ends. If you know, I have shared that I was experiencing those things on my channel, but I don't currently experience them. I want to share with you guys how I fixed it. So even after my straight cut, I wasn't experiencing Velcro ends anymore. However, I was still experiencing webbing up here in my hair and up here in my hair. So what I did was I didn't talk to anybody. I just, I had been caring for my hair for years and I never had these issues. So I decided to get K18. I used that as instructed, and after 4 uses, my hair was back to normal. I wasn't having any Velcro in my hair anymore. Also, I also applied a deep conditioner to my hair for those weeks, and I also used a leave-in, and my hair was totally different. My hair started to behaving like it did once. So when I first started the detox, I thought it was the most amazing thing ever. I really appreciated how they implemented using shampoos, and that was one of my major issues. I used the shampoo weekly, but it was a moisturizing shampoo. I didn't have a clarifying shampoo in my routine. And once I implemented that, I could see a major difference in my hair, and I was like, oh my goodness, this is amazing, right? But when I tell you, I left from dehydrated hair to 99 other problems, it's ridiculous. So I want to share with you how I believe over time the 30-day hair detox is damaging women's hair. Just implementing the clarifying shampoo works wonders. But when I started implementing other things that were discussed in the detox from BlackGirlCurls, I started noticing issues. So one of the things that they said is deep conditioning weekly is not necessary. Deep conditioners are only to fix a problem. So yeah, I stopped deep conditioning weekly. I stopped deep conditioning weekly because they said it's not necessary. It's only to fix a problem. One thing I want to share with you guys though, that a rental conditioner, it leaves emollients on the hair. Whether you need to deep condition weekly or not, I don't know for everybody, but I have started to implement deep conditioners back into my routine until I feel my hair is hydrated enough for me to maybe do it twice a month. So that's what I'll be doing from now on. Okay, I'm back to my routine where I have deep conditioners at least twice in my routine for the month. Another thing that they said is that leave-ins are not necessary, and that using a gel like Uncle Funky's daughter Curly Magic as a base gel is just enough for a leave-in. So that's something that I was doing for a couple of years. I wasn't using a leave-in, just the gel, right? But what I have realized that I don't care what the gel is, if it's filled with humectants, that alone is not enough for the hair. Over time, the gels are still drying to the hair, and that's gonna cause issues. I will be using a leave-in under any styler that I use to style my hair because for me, it's necessary. And you're gonna find out in this video that all these things that they told you to take out of your regimen is the reason why we're having these issues. I have to be honest, it's been bothering me. Even though my webbing, Velcro ends, and I have taken care of the split ends by getting a straight cut, it's still rocking my mind, why was my hair Velcroing? Why was my hair webbing? And I've asked BlackGirlCurls on this live that they did, and I was in the comment section. And it's like, there's no answer. You're not giving the answers. And I cannot imagine them being a professional not knowing why this issue was occurring. Because telling you why this issue was occurring would just blow up their entire whole routine that they're telling you to do. It wasn't until a few days ago someone asked me, did you happen to ask your stylist why your hair was webbing, why your hair was velcroing and all of that? And I said, no, I was just so chatting with my stylist that I never got a chance to ask her that question. So anyway, why did I not even Google this? Why did I not just Google it? So anyway, I decided to Google it. When I Googled it, it was funny. The first thing that popped up was this group called Long Hair Community Forum thingy. And it's funny because it's the same group that was practicing this method in 2004. And I always wondered what happened. Like, why was this not like, the no oils, no butter routine wasn't spread and it didn't become popular? It's funny. It was the same group that came up. They were having the same issues like I and a whole bunch of women are having from doing the 30-day hair detox over time. They were having the same exact issues, Velcro, webbing, and all of that. They were discussing that in the group. Funny enough. But anyway, I started looking more to find out why is the hair behaving like this? What is causing the hair to behave like this? Because I genuinely wanted to know. I wanted to know what was the cause. So I started reading, and when I tell you, this could have been taken care of before. And this has totally let me not trust any of these curly stylists that practice the BlackGirlCurls method of cutting or anything. Because all these issues my hair was experiencing was from everything that I did that they told me. Everything they told me that I did caused my hair to be behaving like that. And none of them in that live would say that. They just kept, pushing it off when there are women out there who are experiencing the same thing that don't know why, and there's a small fix to that issue that they could fix their hair and get on with life, but they won't tell you because it's going to destroy their whole method of what they've been preaching and laughing at other people for their method. Taking those things out of caring for our hair is what's causing us to lose inches, damage our hair, and everything like that. I've had to cut 4 or 5 inches of my hair off so far. Okay, it's more than that. Since the start of the year, I've had 3 cuts, 1 curly cut and 2 straight cuts. On my 2 straight cuts, the first one we took 3 inches off. This one we took 2 inches off to get rid of any damage. Listen, first one we got 3 inches off. The second one we took 2 inches off. The reason why I'm cutting all these inches off, I want a full head of hair. I want a head of hair full of anything to do with BlackGirlCurls and their method, because they're telling you the method they were teaching you was to cause your hair to be hydrated. It is the opposite. It is the opposite of what your hair was doing. And when I share with you this information, and I'm going to leave the link so you can go research, and I want you to ask your stylist. I want, when you go to your curly kinky stylist, to pull it up and share with them and ask them about the information. Ask them. It's not, just ask them. I want you, when you go to your curly kinky stylist, if you're experiencing any of these things, webbing, difficulty detangling, and Velcro ends, I want you to pull this information up. It's not from me. Pull it up and show them what is webbing, what causes it. And I want to know when they tell you what it is, I want you to come back and comment in the comment section. I want to hear what they say. Do I believe they're deceptive? Yes. This is just personally me talking to you. Do I believe they're deceptive? Yes. Another thing, it's funny, I know some YouTubers who are, the rose-colored glasses are still on. They come on here and say, oh, BlackGirlCurls never told you not to use a leave-in. But yet then they're like, oh, leave-in is not necessary under a wash and go. A lot of people love to follow the coattails of Black Girl Curls because they don't want to be yelled at. They don't want to be treated differently. They don't want to be dragged. But how honest is that when women are truly out there experiencing issues with their hair because of following this method? And they don't want to look embarrassed in front of the girls that use oils and butters because they were laughing at them. I never laughed at anybody. People have to do the routine that works for them. And it's not okay to be bullied because I choose to do something else. I choose to cut my hair a different way. Like, Black Girl Curls act like curly cuts are the only way you can cut your natural hair. And if you're not cutting it that way, you're going to get a baby crown. Your hair is going to be uneven and all these things. But straight cut. And my shape is better than it has ever been. My shape has always been good. I can tell you, Black Girl Curl is so good. They can condition your mind to believe that everything you're doing is wrong if you start following them. They had me leave my stylist that has been cutting my hair for years. They had me believing that a curly cut was the way to cut my hair. I leave my stylist that has given me the bombest cuts ever to go get a curly cut that did not even achieve the shape that I wanted. It was cute, but the volume wasn't there. My hair was just like blah. Look at the volume. I have volume in my hair. My hair looks good compared to what it was before. This is what I want my hair to be like. I have a little bang. I have everything that I want. Why would I leave this? Your mind gets conditioned, and I would think, oh, are you still? No, nobody can condition your mind. They can over time. A lot of women have had their minds conditioned. And to be honest, I have to give people grace because, to be honest with you, if somebody had come and said, oh, when I'm fully in there and I think my hair is just doing the best it has done in years, I wouldn't believe you. I would not believe you, just like you're not believing me right now. But I want you, the information I'm going to leave the link to the information I'm going to share with you below in the description box. And I want you to share it with your stylist when you go get your curly cut. Another thing, I want to say this to you guys. You grow 6 inches of hair, at least 6 inches of hair each year. When you get a curly cut, you tell me how many inches that you're retaining for the year. Are you retaining 4 inches? Are you retaining 5 inches with all these cuts, these so-called healthy cuts? Is your hair easy to detangle after each cut? Are you able to just smooth the brush through? Are you able to just rake through? If you're experiencing that, keep getting curly cuts. Just keep getting curly cuts if you don't have any webbing. Or even if you're getting webbing and you still want to do curly cuts, keep doing it. It's your hair. You do what you want to do. That's it. But 2 years come and you should have retained at least 8 inches of hair. How many inches of hair did you retain? From year 1 to year 2, did you retain 2 inches? Did you retain 3 inches? How much did you retain? Do the math. It is so funny how we are brainwashed into thinking this is the only method of cutting the hair. I have to tell you too, there are stylists that did take their course and they realized that this is not for type 4 hair. It's not for type 4 hair. And they have decided not to be on their list. They have decided not to take part on their list and not to treat their clients' hair like that. Okay? Some people go for the money. They know they can make a lot of money from you, so they decided to give you this cut, making you think it's going to take off all the split ends. And it's not. If your hair is healthy, trust me, you're going to find out it shouldn't be doing any of these things that it's doing. If it's hydrated, it shouldn't be doing any of these things that it's doing. The velcroing, the webbing, and the split ends will not be so bad with routine cuts that you guys are getting now, because I promise you most of you guys weren't getting cuts like these every 3-4 months before this Black Girl Curls, and I promise you your hair probably was doing better. But I don't want you to believe me. I don't want you to yell at me in the comments. I want to give everybody time to think about it, keep an eye on your hair, and just start thinking logically. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about Black Girl Curls. Think for yourself and think logically about your hair. Because a lot of people just keep taking sides. For me personally, it's not about taking sides. My stylist, could care less. She had no idea none of this was going on. I said to her, from that one little video, it's blown up so many things and people's eyes are opening. And she looks at me and she's like, I'm not surprised. There's no way that form of cutting is going to take off split ends, and all the issues that you're telling me is because of the method. There are things that should be in your routine that's been taken out. What do you think is going to happen to your hair? My girlfriend Shelly, her hair had become so dehydrated, it probably will take her a year of deep conditioning to get her hair back. I'm going to share with you the information about what's causing the hair webbing, the Velcro ends, and you can do with it whatever you want. I'm being honest with you, do with it whatever you want. And as I said, if somebody had come to me with this information while I was fully into BlackGirlCurls routine and the rose colored glasses were on, I wouldn't believe you. I want to share with you what causes Velcro ends and the webbing. So what causes webbing? Hair dryness. And what could cause hair dryness? It says it's hair, I'm reading. It says it's hair deprived of moisture, dehydrated hair. Remember, we're told, because we go in the shower and we're doing this routine over time and our hair is taking in that water, that our hair is hydrated hair. So this is telling us webbing is caused from dehydrated hair. Hair that's lacking moisture. So let's keep that in mind. It's not from me. This is what I looked up why I was having those issues. It says, over time, your hair cuticles will become damaged and raised. Raised cuticles of each hair strand act like Velcro and start snagging on each other. So that's why you have that Velcro ends and then you have that webbing up here. It's because of that dehydrated hair, the hair not getting enough moisture. Another cause of hair webbing is split ends. Think about it. If the hair is being cut and you're not removing all the split ends, that's going to cause issue because the splits are going to run all the way up and you're going to have problems. So that's another thing. If these curly cuts are not taking off all the split ends, if they're just cutting for shape, and even if there's a curl right here and it's already intact and they're not going to cut it, they're just going to cut around it, that's a problem. Because that hair might have splits on it and it's going to just keep running up your hair. And then another thing it says was infrequent detangling. I know for me and most girls that do follow this routine, we detangle. We condition and detangle. That's one thing that's not left out of our routine. So for me, that could not be the issue. It's a no, because I know I detangle my hair from ends to root. This hair is detangled and I do it when I'm styling again. So this hair is thoroughly detangled. Well, let's talk about how they say you should fix this. Let's look into what they say to fix it with. So, moisturize your hair. Moisturize it. Moisturize your hair. What do they suggest? Deep conditioning, a moisturizing deep conditioner on your hair is going to fix this problem. And I can say from evidence that it did fix the problem that I was having. So you want to use something that's going to have oils and humectant ingredients in there to fix your hair from this issue that has been developed because your hair is dehydrated. Next thing they say, use a leave-in conditioner. So the things we have been taking out of our routine, use that leave-in. Use it. So they have us remove all these things. They want to be loud and boisterous, make fun of influencers, saying influencers are telling you to do your hair wrong. Influencers are destroying your hair. It's the opposite. I thought these were professionals. Oh yeah, they know how to do tight curlies and all of this, and our hair might look good. Oh yeah, my hair looked good. It looked good, curly. Those wash and goes were bomb, but my hair wasn't healthy. Now I'm finding out with all these issues that were developing that I did not know because I thought I was following the routine from these people who knew how to do tight curly hair. But obviously it wasn't the case because all these issues developed without me knowing and without thousands of girls that are doing this routine. There's so many of them complaining of all the issues that I was facing. Some people are honest. I have been reached out in the DM by many saying they are having the same issues that I have had. I know girls that are right now taking care of that issue. They have had to purchase K18, which you know is expensive, and they've been using deep conditioners to fix their hair. I want you guys to do what you want with this information. You can think I'm a liar. You can think I want attention. But let me tell you, I have a life. I have 2 kids and I have a husband who takes care of me. So I don't need to come on here and make up a story, make up a lie to get followers. More so, from sharing the first video, I knew it wouldn't be a video that was appreciated. But also, I knew I had a duty to share my experience because as an influencer, so-called influencer, it would be a disservice to the people who come to my channel, who are subscribed to my channel. It would be a disservice if I didn't share what happened to me. You know what? And I could have come on here and say, hey, I decided to go to straight cut. It's just cheaper. And right now, I just want to do that because it's just cheaper for me and it works and my shape is still good. I could have done that. But how honest would that have been if I was in the background using K18, knowing that I'm dealing with Velcro ends, webbing, and all of that, and never shared it with you guys? People are out there experiencing it. What if I have never shared it with you guys? That would be just so dishonest. That would be dishonest. I applaud Shelly for taking the route of not hiding behind the blocks and like, oh, I just decided to do straight cut, blah, blah, blah. I didn't like my ends. She stood up. She put herself out there. She has had loss in followers and all of that, just like I have, because people are so caught up with following a group instead of looking at what their hair is doing. They think we're just blowing steam, we're hating on stylists, and that's not the case. I could care less. If you want to go do your curly cut, go do your curly cuts. If you want to keep not using deep conditioner, don't use a deep conditioner. If you don't want to use leave-in, keep using your gel. And just keep dealing with the problem and keep being lied to. And let me tell you, the other day, Aisha, I think that's her name, the blonde one, in the comment section of a video is going to say, oh, I'm using a leave-in. I promise you, I was in See Some Curls. The style she was wearing, she did not use a leave-in when she shared it in the library to you guys. Okay? So do with it what you may. She probably is over there using all the stuff that I'm using. Because in that library, See Some Curls that you guys rave about so much, her hair in those videos was so tangly. And it could be because of the color. But I couldn't get why you guys were like, oh. And then she was teaching you guys to use the nails to scrub the scalp. I really don't get what you guys got out of that library, honestly. But anyway, everybody has the right to choose to spend their money the way they want and the right to choose to do certain things. But when people are pushing people to this See Some Curls library, there is nothing in there other than I see them telling you about shampoos and stuff that I think would be beneficial and maybe giving you some suggestions for stylers. But the actual routine of them shampooing and conditioning their hair and then Aisha scratch it using the nails and then telling you guys not to, and then the amount of products she uses when she tells people not to use, you don't need all that product, it's just very dishonest. I'm sorry, it's dishonest. After I went to the See Some Curls library and I realized all these stuff that was going on, I was done. I was like, very deceptive. It's very deceptive. But that's not what we're talking about. I want you guys to go to your stylist. I want you to share with your stylist. When you go to your appointment, I don't want you guys to switch. Don't follow me. I choose to get straight cut because I want something different for my hair. I don't want to be detangling no hair. I have 2 kids. I don't want to be sitting there detangling no hair. I don't want to be sitting there with no webbing. I don't have time for that. And I don't want no Velcro ends. So I'm going to cut my hair straight. But you don't have to do that. You can cut your hair however you want. You can keep cutting your hair curly and enjoying your shape. and you can enjoy your Velcro ends and you can enjoy your webbing. But if you want to fix that, just add a deep conditioner in. That will fix the webbing, and maybe some K18. That will fix the webbing to the hair. But as for the split ends, you can always ask your curly cut specialist to make sure they remove all the split ends and take it off. If you want to get curly cuts, just ask them to take off more hair when you go to get your cut. This method might not help you to retain length, but it will help you to have easier detangling sessions when you choose to detangle your hair. But again, guys, I want you guys to look at the information with open eyes. Do not go around, and I'm going to give you grace. I am going to give you grace, because I know sometimes hearing something like this can be difficult to, you know, get in the brain that, oh, I really like these people. I love the method. I love how my hair looks. I love how my shape is shaping. And if that's what you love and you appreciate that, keep doing the cuts that you're doing. Nobody's telling you to stop. And even if you're experiencing split ends, webbing, and Velcro, and it doesn't bother you and you know how to get through those things, just keep doing what you're doing. But as for the method shared by BlackGirlCurls, it's just not the healthiest method when you eliminate leave-ins, deep conditioners out of your routine and get those curly cuts, because the curly cuts are not removing all the split ends. So that's just a fact. I mean, you can do with it what you want. And I'm going to leave the link to the information below. I'm going to leave the links to those groups so you guys can look at what they were practicing. And this was way before BlackGirlCurls. These groups were way before BlackGirlCurls. There was another group, I will also list it below. And these people were doing this method up until 2011 or 12, I can think. I saw in the group, and they were practicing this method. I don't know where they are. Maybe the group moved, I don't know. But I will list everything down in the description box so you can look. And I want you guys, especially the information about webbing, if you're experiencing that and you go to your stylist, please mention to them that you're having this experience, and at least they will have an idea that you're experiencing this issue. That's just all I ask. If you're experiencing the issue, please mention it. And also another thing I ask, a lot of times people tend to put stuff down in the comment section on the videos of the things they're experiencing, but yet when BlackGirlCurls have a live, nobody wants to say anything. You just type all these good things. If you're experiencing stuff, please don't just leave it down in the comment section here. You need to tell your stylist, and when BlackGirlCurls have a live, you need to mention you're experiencing these things. Don't just put it down in the comment section, because it doesn't do anything down there more than just, you know, start off a conversation where people are being mean to stylists or people being mean to influencers. We don't need that. It is to be helpful, not for us to be mean to stylists, mean to YouTubers, mean to their method doesn't work, so I can't even say that. The things that they're telling you to omit from your routine is not the best thing to do. You're going to have the information below, and you can read it and find out what you have been doing and what you can do to fix it. But I also want you to talk to your stylist. That's it. So thank you again for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will see you again in another video.